It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see DK.
Has it all teed up. And we're underway from Seattle. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Staying with Walker. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down. They give up the gut to Walker. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. David Onyemata there for the stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That's caught for the first. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Walker now from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, but getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. Leading this offense out, already one of their faces. In just his first season, it's their rookie out of Georgia.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Here's a counter give to Robinson.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So with the Falcons set to punt on fourth, on comes Bradley Pinion. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Seahawks and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackled by Rook Orororo. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Running with Walker again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. This one intended for the running back. And that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Falcons will take over. Throwing from the gun. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Slot man in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He throws a bullet. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field, Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Walker on first down. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Play made there by Clark Phillips. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action with Richardson. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Now an inside give to Walker. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Seattle after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. They motion the tight end over. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, a couple things here, Kate. Either the play-action pass needs to develop a lot quicker as this game goes on, or they need to put it on the shelf for a while. Far too slow on that snap. Didn't fool anybody defensively, and they get to him for the first sack of this game.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This one from 47 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And this one is center chance. Couldn't have hit that much better.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a throw. Catch made over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 3. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. They go play action on 1st. Complete out to the right side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the gun on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They're now set for 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they give to Robinson. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's got it! And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start to fight back with their first points of this game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Has him on the quick hitter. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackled by Rook Orororo. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Seahawks with 2nd and 6. From the 48, Walker hauls it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Got 46 on his first punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of Pitts.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He'll get this complete to Mooney. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pitts brings it in.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
You don't get this complete to Pitts. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. They are throwing it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it again. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. Shotgun now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Working quickly here. One final shot before halftime. Has it in close. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Throwing it just before halftime. He lofts it deep, right sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. We've reached the midway point of this game. The visiting Falcons taking a lead into that locker room. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa.
Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. McLeod now returning it. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down.
Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawks football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Handoff running left, Walker. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Play action with Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. It's caught Metcalf. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Komet brings it in. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the draw, it's Walker. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. On the carry, it's Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Pass play now. The left side is caught by Pitts. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. He'll throw it yet again. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Now the give for Bijan. Open space inside the 40. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Play action on 1st down. Intercepted in the end zone. Rashawn Jenkins makes the play.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. That one's complete, right side. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Quay Walker. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
That looked like they're trying to bootleg out of some of this chaos, Kate, and unfortunately, well, he gets trapped right in the middle third, and you can't get to that space outside. You really do become a sitting duck in the middle of a broken play.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Taken right at the 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Cool with the extra point. And the Falcons grow their lead to 8. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Seahawks offense running out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And that's good for a gain of 5. David Onyemata there for the stop. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
They go with Walker here. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. First and 10 from the 41. Design bootleg here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They go play action here. On him quick, and they bring him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw. let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On first down, it's Richardson. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the Falcons' 41-yard line.
The give now to Walker. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Richardson now. Into the hands of Walker. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal. Trying again, Walker. And he drives it forward for a modest gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
I get it in baseball. That 27th out, it's just different than the other 26. And these 100 yards and these inches right near the goal line, well, they're the toughest to get. And this defense, give them some credit, man. Put a gold star by that effort to hold them inches away on the previous down and then to get the sack. Game-changing kind of plays.
An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. This just a 26-yarder down the middle. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more
here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So out now comes the punter. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this second half. Setting up to pass. Walker hauls it in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw it. Connects on the crosser. Hits the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Back to throw. And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Here he is to throw. Into the hands of Pitts.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. To throw here on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Looking to throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Complete out to the right. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. That one's complete to London. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd down give to Robinson. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down. Younghoe Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. This a 48-yard look for him. Looking good, and it's through. And at the buzzer, they forced overtime. Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. First throw of overtime now. It's complete to Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. It's Walker on the give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2. Staying with Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
They'll send out the punting unit. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Pitts brings it in.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Pitts is running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. the 39. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they need to get 4 on third down. They'll throw it. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
That one's complete over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
He'll get this complete to Pitts. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, ball at the 36. They'll throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's second down coming up. On the give, here's Robinson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and long for him here. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Younghoe Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. From the right hash, 52 yards out. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on a field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they only needed a field goal to end it, as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Seattle.
It's the NFL on EA.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches. It's the 26-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 17 carries, 54 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
He's got room at the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. A gain there of 21 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They go play action. Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Mayfield now. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing. Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Irving. Touchdown. Buccaneers.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 20 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Seahawks had 10-3 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now it's Richardson. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Richardson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. He'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 13 yards there offsets some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Richardson working from the gun. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. From the gun, Mayfield fighting through pressure, flushed out right. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield looks to throw. Evans has it left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Mayfield now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Seahawks offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Up the middle, here's Walker. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Walker with another carry. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving getting ready to go back to work. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. This 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Mayfield. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cade Otton as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Cedric Tillman, over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. The Giants are just playing out the string here in December, but they are able to up their mark to 4-10 with the win. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. The Panthers haven't had too many bright spots this year, but they get a late season win here to up their record to 3-11. We saw a strong first half out of running back Bucky Irving. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We can say we use them to start the second half and get us going.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They go play action with Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes Having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now a 2nd and 6. Mayfield now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That is caught. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
On gain of 3 yards, it's now 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Richardson to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Hand off here to Walker. Able to power through. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll send the tight end in motion. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. Richardson to throw off play action. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. They go play action. Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Mayfield to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He
was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mayfield with it once more. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 63 yards. And the Buccaneers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And Walker once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Richardson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Richardson shotgun on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
The home team's offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
To throw, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. The Bucs on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield. And he's got it. And just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Richardson looking to throw this. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Richardson looking to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Running the toss to Irving. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Once again, it's Irving. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. And they will take a knee here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Irving.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Tampa Bay, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.